Well, I'm Phil Heimlich. I'm a conservative Republican. I lean libertarian. I'm also a follower of Christ, and I call this podcast The Radical Middle. I'm guessing that most of you listening to this are white evangelicals. That means the chances are that almost every one of you is a so called pro life supporter. The reason I say so called is because the right to life movement, in my opinion, is not really about saving lives, it's about saving fetuses. In other words, pro lifers have a great passion to save the lives of unborn children, but they just don't seem to care about saving born people. Let me give you an example. In 1994, one of the worst genocides in history occurred in the country of Rwanda, where 1 million members of the Tutsi minority were exterminated. Most of them were sliced up with machetes. And this was widely reported throughout the world. We all knew about it. The pro life community in this country is and was very influential. If its leaders had spoken up as fervently as they did to stop abortions, it might have pressured our government or the world community to intervene to stop the slaughter. But the anti abortion activists didn't say or do anything. Let me give you another example. In 2003, our country invaded Iraq under the pretense that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction and that he was tied to Al Qaeda. Both of these reasons turned out to be complete lies. The result is that 4,500 Americans died and 600,000 Iraqi civilians were killed. Even worse, when we disbanded Saddam's army during the invasion, the soldiers that were left formed the Islamic State, which terrorized the world for years to come. Did the pro life community speak out about the hundreds of thousands dead in Iraq? No, not at all. In fact, in the 2004 presidential campaign, the pro life movement overwhelmingly supported George W. Bush, who's the guy who started this war in the first place. Why? Well, because he was opposed to abortion. If you care more about the unborn than the born, how can you call yourself pro life? I'm Phil Heimlich, and this is The Radical Middle.